Hello everyone, welcome to Broski Games. I'm Matt and today I'm going to be talking you through this week's new releases, so sit back and let's crack on. First up we have Road 96. Road 96 is a procedurally generated road trip adventure game where you will hit the road, travel, find adventure, freedom and escape the mundane routine of everyday life. Starting the game in summer 1996, travelling around the authoritarian nation of Petria, you embark upon adventure as a hitchhiker, meet incredible characters with intertwined stories and secrets in an ever-evolving adventure. Road 96 is inspired by the works of Tarantino and the Coen brothers, created by the award-winning developers of Valiant Hearts and Memories Retold, Digixar, offering moments of action, exploration, contemplative melancholy, personal encounters and some truly insane situations. With the backdrop of authoritarian rule and oppression, this title expresses the kind of freedom to be an open and explore without the strong need to worry. With a stunning visual style, a 90s hit-filled soundtrack, and thousands of routes to explore and play through, creating unique stories each time, Road 96 will have you dipping into road trips over and over again with a new experience every time you play. Road 96 hitchhikes its way onto Nintendo Switch and PC on the 16th of August 2021. Next we have Greek Memories of Azure. Greek Memories of Azure is a beautiful side-scrolling puzzle platforming action-adventure game where you take in the role of one of three siblings to guide through the lands of Azure. Alternate control of each sibling and use their unique abilities to escape from the Urlag invasion. The Kurans, a magical race, have been in battle with an enemy faction called the Urlags. The Kurans are fleeing their lands as the waging battles take place. Greek, however, is trying to reunite with his brother, Raidel, and his sister Adara so they can escape to the lands of Azure by building an airship. In this lovingly hand-drawn adventure, you'll be exploring and working through puzzles to find the airship pieces, switching between siblings to explore the lands of Azure, and repelling enemies in fast-paced combat. With hand-drawn cinematic movies interwoven into the game and set to the backdrop of a live orchestral soundtrack, Greek Memories of Azure is looking to be a finely crafted adventure that will pull upon the heartstrings. Releasing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch and PC on the 17th of August 2021. Next up we have Humankind. Humankind is the next historical strategy game from Sega, where you define the entire narrative of humankind, converging culture, history and values that allow for the creation of a new civilization that is as unique as you are. Combining up to 60 historical cultures as you lead the people from ancient to modern ages, beginning at the humble Neolithic tribes to the modern era. Each new age adds its own special layer of gameplay and near-endless outcomes to experiment and play with. Face historical events, make moral and impactful decisions, and craft scientific breakthroughs while forging humankind's natural wonders of the world. Each new element is unique to your civilization in the vision of the world that you create. With Humankind, there is a strong emphasis on the journey and not so much the destination, but fame is a new and unifying victory if it can be achieved. Every deed you accomplish, every moral choice you make, and each battle you win will build your fame and leave a lasting impression on the world. The player with the most fame will win the game. Each battle in Humankind acts out like a mini turn-based board game in an actual open world map. Stack armies, command units, construct siege weaponry, and occupy cities in the ultimate expansion for complete supremacy. With up to 8-player online matches, you can compete against other real-world players to forge your Humankind and win the game. Releasing on PC on the 17th of August 2021, how far will you go to forge Humankind?
My father came to your beautiful country when I was...
Next up, we have Marvel's Avengers, and the latest and biggest expansion to date for Marvel's Avengers is arriving on the 17th of August with the War for Wakanda. There is no mistaking that Marvel's Avengers has had quite the shaky year so far, but Crystal Dynamics has been hard at work addressing and fixing content for the fans, listening to what the fans actually want and putting their best foot forward. This starts with the War for Wakanda, the biggest expansion to the game that we have ever seen since launch, and bringing a whole host of new content to flesh out the game and bring back returning players. Starting off with the obvious, we get a new hero in the form of Black Panther. Bringing the King of Wakanda, T'Challa, in his vibranium-powered suit, players will be swinging, swiping, and striking for the defense of Wakanda in no time. We have a brand new enemy, Ulysses Claw, and his mercenaries are on the attack of Wakanda's borders for that specialist resource only found in the native country. And offering new missions and challenges, enemies and boss types, War for Wakanda is putting in the hard work to bring in new and returning players. And with Crystal Dynamics promising its ongoing commitment to forging a universe that will keep expanding, we're excited to see where we go next. The War for Wakanda hits Marvel's Avengers on the 17th of August 2021. Now our next title is Pile Up Box by Box. Pile Up Box by Box is a 3D cooperative puzzle platformer where you'll be jumping, sliding and carrying the load together. The only catch? You must play as a cardboard box. Navigate cardboard-filled worlds full of unique levels to unravel mysteries, solve puzzles and quest up as a team. Help the citizens of Sun-Baked Islands, Amber Forest and Magical Caves. Play with up to 4 players locally with drop-in, drop-out. Face off against your friends in frantic mini-games with hilarious and chaotic battles. Play together, stick together and pile up in this colourful cardboard world. Pile Up Box by Box comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch on the 17th of August 2021. Now we have some downloadable content from Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell, The Virtuous Cycle is a new game-altering expansion which will be changing the game into a roguelike title. Carve your own path to deliverance in this new self-altering mode, where no run is ever the same. Create your own combat discipline from upgrade pillars scattered around Fulgrim, with over 200 upgrades to inherit, from weapon enhancements to brand new maneuvers. With a new playable shell, the Hardened Shell, with a unique new domain of talents, from dagger mastery to the ability to absorb punishment. With Fulgrim's most venerable weapon reveal too, the Axe Katana, bending to your will and assembling itself into a supremely heavy axe when called for, or splitting into lightning fast katanas when needed. Mortal Shell The Virtuous Cycle is set to release on PlayStation and Xbox and PC on the 18th of August 2021. Next, we have Out of Line. Out of Line is a 2D side-scrolling puzzle platformer that depicts the adventures of San, a young boy trapped in a factory controlled by an ominous and strange entity. Help San collect memories and solve puzzles to unearth fragments of his identity and discover the true meaning of freedom. You can join San in this action-adventure coming to Nintendo Switch on the 18th of August 2021. Next, we have Skydome. Skydome breathes new life into the tower defense genre, with its genre-bending hybrid mixing tower defense and MOBA together in this fast-paced, isometric strategy game. Master your chosen champion and control the battlefield in 4v4 online matches. The Skydome is a gateway to a world like no other, created by ancient people whose history has been erased by the sands of time. From the Skydome, warriors are sent to fight armies and monsters across the universe, using strategies and skills to dominate the battle arena. So you'll be building defences, walls and death mazes with unique and powerful towers to defend and control the battlefield. Skydome arrives on PC on the 18th of August 2021. Now we dive into a tech-filled land of Recompile. This atmospheric Metroidvania cyber-hacking adventure lets you take control of a semi-sapient program struggling against deletion. In the sprawling 3D world of a mainframe, Recompile features intense combat, tight 3D platforming, super-powered abilities, and an environmental logic-based hacking mechanic. Discover a dynamic branching narrative where you are challenged to explore, fight, hack, and survive in this ancient digital landscape. Explore the ancient mainframe with traversal abilities to help you journey towards becoming true sapients. Fight against the mainframe's strange and diverse hostiles, gaining new abilities and weapons to help survive, defend, and destroy inside the mainframe. Hack many environmental features such as locked doors, force fields, elevators, and even enemy spawning systems, which are all powered by an interconnected logic gate circuitry. Nothing is hard-coded, everything is systematic, and all fully exploitable. Recompile releases on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 19th of August 2021. Now, in this title we take to the streets in Mayhem Brawler, an urban fantasy themed beat-em-up that brings back the 90s arcade vibe to present day. With comic book style art and ass-kicking soundtracks, it offers a unique experience that you can tackle solo or cooperative with friends while defining the next step in the story of your choices. While answering a routine call on patrol, Dolphin, Star, and Trouble, the most popular officers of the superpowered law enforcement agency, Stronghold, find themselves in a sequence of events that will alter the fate of the entire city. Mayhem Brawler launches on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, and PC on the 19th of August 2021. And now we have the first motorbike simulation that combines a realistic racing challenge with engineering and mechanics. Rims Racing. Rims Racing, where you ride the world's most powerful motorbikes and optimize their performance by snapping out parts and analyzing data in real time. A race is not won purely on the track, so you need to become more than just a rider by understanding your motorbike's behaviour like a real engineer. Learn traction, angle, braking, torque, trajectory and speed. because every factor must be considered before heading to the workshop to change certain components and figuring out the optimal setup. Ride the 8 most powerful European and Japanese motorbikes and travel the world and enjoy thrilling races on 10 faithfully recreated official circuits. Racing onto PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch and PC on the 19th of August 2021.
So when is a dessert not just a dessert? I have something to share. So?
Okay, look, I clearly haven't opened it yet, and I know there are baby clothes inside.
I just bought them today. How could you know?
Next, we have 12 Minutes. 12 Minutes is an interactive narrative story game that is set in a small apartment in a time loop of exactly 12 minutes. You take the role of the husband on what should be a romantic evening with your wife. The night turns into a nightmare when a police detective breaks into your home, accuses your wife of murder, and beats you to death, only for you to find yourself immediately returned to the exact moment you opened the front door 12 minutes ago. Stuck in a 12-minute time loop, doomed to relive the same terror again and again, unless you can find a way to use the knowledge of what's coming up to change the outcome and break the loop. An interactive narrative that blends the dreamlike suspense of The Shining with the claustrophobia of Rear Window and the fragmented structure of Memento. 12 Minutes releases on Xbox and PC on the 19th of August and is also a Day 1 Game Pass title. Next we have Arietta of Spirits. Arietta of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure game following Arietta on her journey to unveiling the mysteries of the spirit realm. Immerse yourself in a story filled with emotion and surprising turns. Explore a mysterious island with lush forests, murky caves, and dark secrets, with beautiful retro-styled pixel graphics and an inspiring original soundtrack. You'll meet fascinating characters and discover the deep lore whilst fighting a wide range of enemies in reaction-based combat. With easy-to-approach game mechanics suitable for everyone, Arietta of Spirits releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on the 20th of August 2021.
I haven't seen these Mongols before. They claim to follow someone called the Eagle. I have to go back.
Now, let's travel across the continents and back into 1274 Japan with Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Uncover the hidden wonders of Tsushima in this open-world action-adventure title from Sucker Punch Productions and PlayStation Studios. Forge a new path and wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Tsushima, taking on the island of Tsushima as Jin Sakai, one of the last remaining samurai of Tsushima. Challenge opponents with your katana, master the bow to eliminate distant threats, develop stealth tactics to ambush enemies, and build up skills as you fight to restore order and control from the overwhelming Mongol Empire. This means leaving some of your more honourable tactics behind and moving beyond traditional methods of combat in the pursuit of gaining back the free lands. Discover the expanded Ghost of Tsushima experience in the Director's Cut, featuring all additional content released to date and the new expansion of Iki Island, a brand new island to explore with Jin, offering new expanded stories, armour, weapons and skills to unlock. And if that isn't enough for you, there is a multiplayer Legends mode too. A cooperative experience where you can choose between 4 different classes, each with different equipment, skills and weapons, and take on figures and missions based upon Japanese mythology. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut releases on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on the 20th of August 2021. And finally this week we have the next installment in the Madden NFL series here with Madden 22. It's everything you love about NFL injected into every mode via the all new dynamic Game Day. Brought to life by next-gen stats, star-driven AI, and game day atmospheric elements, Dynamic Game Day delivers the smartest gameplay experience ever, all powered by real-life data. Whether you're strategizing for a matchup in the redeveloped franchise mode, going head-to-head in Play Now, or competing online in Madden Ultimate Team, you'll feel Dynamic Game Day impact everywhere in Madden NFL 22. Powered by real-life data for a more realistic experience, the new AI behavior in Madden NFL 22 enables seriously smarter gameplay built to emulate varying player and team tendencies. Feel a whole new vibe from the sidelines to the seats in Madden NFL 22. With Game Day atmosphere, experience home field advantage modifiers in NFL stadiums that, when triggered, can swing momentum in or out of your favour. Plus, new on-field reactions and player personas add intensity to the drama and affect momentum during pressure moments. Madden 22 releases on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch and PC on the 20th of August 2021. And there we have it, folks, a whole new set of games to look forward to. Did anything catch your eye? Let us know what you're going to be playing this week in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye!